Go Parlay King Sports. What's happening, man? We finally made it. We finally made it, man. This college football is back. College football starts tomorrow. Damn. It's been a long 8 months. A long 8 months, man. And I'm back to give you, I'm gonna give you three plays for week 0 that you can take to the bank. Because it's only 7 games for week 0. There's 7 games, but I only like out of the 7 games, I only like three that I think is just ultimate locks. Week 1, that's when everything goes down. We going hard body for week 1, right? Make sure you tap into my plays. I got rushing prop up. I got win totals up. I got don't make the playoffs props up. I got 3-team parlay in Major League Baseball September 1st. Hey, you got number winners, man. That's all I got over here, man. Working hard to pump out winners, man. Working hard to pump out these winners. In the first play for week 0 that I'm riding with is going to be USC. USC minus the points. Let's see if I can put this up there. USC minus the 30. USC minus 30. That's the first play. Because this shouldn't be a contest. This should be a complete, utterly blowout game. Just look what time they putting the game on. They putting the game on at 8 o'clock. So that tells me that they didn't want to really showcase USC against San Jose State, because they know it's gonna be a blowout. I'm looking for a score of 56 to 56-10, 55-6. I'm looking for something like that. It's gonna be a blowout. If they thought it was gonna be a game, they would have scheduled a game during the daytime, like Notre Dame. You see, Notre Dame opened up everything. That's gonna be another game too. I'm gonna talk to y'all about Notre Dame and Navy. Now, when I locked this play in, I locked in the over and under. I locked in 51 and a half on the under. That was the number I locked in. Because I'm thinking week 1, Notre Dame, Navy ain't gonna be, they gonna score, but I don't think it ain't gonna be. I think their team total is 17, 17 points or something like that. So I don't even think they're gonna get to the team total. So I don't know if you can get this under, because last time I checked, the under was at 49. So the second play that I had, like I said, under Notre Dame, under 51 and a half. Notre Dame under 51 and a half. That was my second lock of week 0. And then my third lock for week 0 is to take New Mexico State on the money line. The reason why I say under 51 and a half is because it's week 0, man. You know what I'm saying? It's week 0. These guys ain't gonna be sharp coming out the gate. It's gonna take them. It's gonna take them. 2-3 weeks for them to really get sharp. Notre Dame bringing in dude is a new quarterback, new system. It's gonna take him at least 2 to 3 weeks to get everything locked. You know what I'm saying? To get everything on all systems go, where you averaging about 45 points a game. I'm gonna say it's gonna take about 2-3 weeks. You got New Mexico money line. Okay, yeah, New Mexico State, the under 51.5, and then USC minus 30. Those are my locks for week 0. Those are my locks, man. You could put that in a parlay. USC minus 30, Notre Dame under, and then New Mexico State on the money line. Shit. Week 1, that's when I'm going nuclear in week 1. I can't wait for week 1. There's a lot of matchups in week 1 that I really like. I give you one for week 1. I like what's that team that's playing Illinois? I like Toledo. I like Toledo plus the points. They playing Illinois. They bringing everybody back from last year on the offense, and they won their conference championship game. They won their conference championship game, and they won their bowl game. So, Illinois sent a lot of people to the NFL this year. They bringing in a whole bunch of people in. So I love Toledo plus the 9. I loved it at the 10. Like when it came out at 10, I jumped on it. I jumped on Toledo plus them 10 points because I'm like, what? Like Toledo got a nice squad, man. And they won their bowl game. Like Toledo ain't no scrub. So I love Toledo plus the points. And then I told you the 3 locks that I liked on week 0, New Mexico State on the money line, Notre Dame, and USC. If you want more plays, you just gotta hit me up, man, on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok to get the full slate for week 1. 5 for 25. 5 for 25. You get my locks for that week, 5 for 25. Yeah, Toledo plus 9. Yeah, lock that in. That's lock. Toledo plus the points. 9.5. If you can get it at 10, that's even better because that's where the spread came out. It came out at 10. So take the 10. I take the 9.5, whatever. I take that. And there's some more games that I'm looking at too, man. Like, I've been researching these games for weeks, weeks, and weeks, man. Deep in the playbook in this college football, man. Week 1, we cashing out. Week 1, we going to the window, man. We're gonna go to the window and cash this check. We're gonna go to the window and cash this check, man. Because I see a whole bunch of teams for week 1, man. That I'm like, I can't even believe some of these spreads. Like I'll be like, I'm looking at it like, one team. I'm gonna tell you one team that the bookies totally disrespect. Totally disrespect. Every time I see them on the sports booking apps, no matter if it's DraftKings or FanDuel, those are the 2 books that I use. I use DraftKings and FanDuel, and then I go to my local casino and drop plays there too. But Colorado, Colorado is the one team that I've been noticing that all the bookies have been disrespecting. They've been disrespecting Deion Sanders, man. They've been disrespecting Deion Sanders all off season. See what they think? They think Deion can't put together a team in one off season and be competitive during the season. And I really think they made a major mistake, man. A major mistake. So I took the over in the Colorado. It was 3.5. The bookies only think they're gonna win 3 games. And I think they're gonna win more than 3 games. Shit, it don't take long for FanDuel to pay out. Shit, one last time I won on FanDuel, I got paid the next day. It's the same thing with DraftKings. Like if you win tonight, you'll get paid tomorrow. Right? Because they gotta, I don't know, they gotta do all types of. You put 1,500 on Colorado or straight bet. You put 1,500 on Colorado to do what? What plus 21? Is that a straight bet? I'm just saying the bookies disrespecting Deion because they don't think that he could put together a competitive squad because he's coming from Division 2, I'm saying that's a lie. I'm saying that's a lie, man. I believe Deion is a live dog. How can you sit here and tell me TCU sent everything to the NFL? Quarterback, wide receivers, running back, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, DBs, safeties. You sent them there, your whole team to the NFL, and you come out week 1 as a 20-point favorite. Man, that just don't make no sense to me, man. Oh, it's a straight bet. Oh yeah, yeah. I love Colorado plus 21, man. I love it. I love Colorado plus the 20. Like that's one team I'm backing every week. I'm like, man, the motherfucking bookies, they sleeping on Deion, man. They sleeping on Deion. You really think Deion ain't gonna have them boys ready, man? Now I've been watching their programs in the off season or whatever, and his son is his quarterback, and they threw up a stat during the little preseason games that they was playing. His son had 26 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. 26 touchdowns to 0 interceptions. Now, when you go to Division 1, you really need is the only thing you really need for real is the quarterback. The quarterback's the foundation of your whole team. If you got a quarterback, you're gonna be in every game. I don't care who you playing. If you got a real good quarterback, you're gonna be in every game, man. And I straight up feel that the bookies they totally disrespecting Deion. I'm glad they disrespecting Deion because I took the 21 points, I took the 20.5. I put a straight bet on Deion them to win the game on the money line. The money line was like plus 675. Like I took Colorado to win the game outright. Like I'm like, shit, let's go and get this plus 675. You know, just sprinkle a little something on Colorado money line. Just sprinkle. I ain't say go crazy. Just sprinkle a couple of dollars on that, man. But I love the plus 21 though. I love that shit. I'm like, you don't even know who the starting quarterback is for TCU. Yeah, they all over there. Yeah. Yeah, man. Dion brought all those boys with him that he had down there Division Two, man. He brought them, he brought all them guys over here with him, man. Dion is a good coach, man. He a very good coach. He underrated. Very underrated. Just all he got to do is go out there and beat some of these ranked teams. That's all he got to do. Go out there and beat some of these ranked teams, and they'll start giving Dion the respect that he deserved. But he brought everybody with him, though. That five-star corner that was supposed to go to Florida State, number one in the nation. Yeah, he there in Colorado. He was a number one recruit in the country. He had a scholarship to go to Florida State. Matter of fact, he was going to Florida State. He was going to Florida State. He left Florida State to go to Dion, Division Two, and they was salty. Florida State was salty as hell. Like, man, they had a number one recruit, like just the number one corner in his class. He was the number one player in his class, and he was going down there with Deion Sanders. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he got hella players out the transfer portal. They tripping with the over and under. They only set it at 3.5. I laughed at that. Like, man, what? Man, give me that 3.5. I love over 3.5. Like, if you ain't got that in, you need to lock that in right now, man. You need to lock that in right now. Colorado over 3.5. Man, Dion got a whole bunch of shit, man. They sleeping on Dion, man. They sleeping on him, man. But after week one, they ain't gonna be sleeping on him no more. They ain't gonna sleep on him no more after week one. They gonna be like, damn. Yeah, the bookies sleep. They sleep. And we gonna keep them sleep. Let them stay sleep. I thought I was just guessing the spread when I saw the matchup TCU and Colorado. I was just guessing, you know what I'm saying, the spread. I thought it was gonna be like a 7 point game. You know what I'm saying? I thought TCU probably be favored by a touchdown because they at home. You know what I'm saying? And they got a little name. But I just couldn't believe I seen 21s and 20s and shit. Like, I couldn't believe that shit, man. I'm like, what? 20? 20 and a half? 21? Like, this is total disrespect. I mean, total disrespect at its finest, man. Hey, I ain't gonna. I wouldn't knock you. I wouldn't knock you. I took him on the money line, but I ain't put 500 on it. I ain't put 500 on it, but I put a couple of dollars on money line at plus 675. I was like, just in case Dion fuck around and get this dub. You know what I'm saying? He get this dub. I'm gonna be cashing out. I'm gonna be thanking the bookies like, yeah, thank you. You know, the first couple of weeks of college football, you can catch the bookies slipping, man, with these spreads, man. Like, you can catch them slipping, man. Like, they slipping coming out the gate. Like, they slipping. It's a whole bunch of games they slipping on. That's just one of them I'm talking about. They slipping. The first 3 weeks, if you don't hit these plays the first 3 weeks, because that's when after about 3 weeks, that's when the books start getting hip to, you know what I'm saying, which team cover, which team don't cover, you know what I'm saying, overs and unders. Like, they start getting all that in tune about week 3. And then they'll be sharp with the spreads and starting week 3 all the way on, they're gonna be sharp. But the first 3 weeks of college football, man, that's when you catch them slipping. You catch them slipping big time, man. Yeah, I love TCU with them point. I mean, not TCU, but Colorado with them points. I told you Toledo plus the points. USC, New Mexico State. I like Ohio. Yeah, it all depends on who Oregon State playing. Right. I ain't sold on that quarterback, man. DJ, the dude, he came from Clemson. He came from Clemson, man. I ain't sold on him, man, because he played like garbage last year, man. He played like straight garbage, man. Like it's crazy. Like his first his freshman season, he balled out, and then he came back for his second season. It was straight trash. Like man, he was. I mean, he was straight trash. They benched him and all that in Clemson. He got benched and everything, man. It's like so. I got to see it before I back him. I need to see it first. Right? I need to see it. He got to show me. He got to show me a couple of weeks first before I back him. It just all depends on who they play. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on who Oregon State play. The Pac-10, that shit it's about to be no more Pac-10 because all them teams leaving. I like Oregon to win that conference though, for real, man. Like Oregon stacked. Oregon stacked on offense and defense. Like so, I love Oregon to win. I don't even know what you call it no more. The Pac 9, the Pac 8. You know, I like Oregon to win that shit. I still ain't sold on USC's defense, man. I ain't sold on that shit yet, man. I ain't sold on it yet. I just don't think San Jose State is going to be able to exploit that defense. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got enough weapons to exploit USC defense. I need to wait and see USC play a team that got an explosive offense, and then I can really, you know what I'm saying, engage on their defense and be like, okay, Lincoln Riley straighten up that defense because that defense was trash, man. Like they was giving up 35, 40 points last year, man, to scrub teams. But yeah, I don't trust both Knicks against the SEC, but against the Pac-10 or Pac 8 or wherever they play in, I trust both Knicks against them. All right, Bo Nix played good last year in that conference they in, man. He played good. He was the second best quarterback in that conference, but right behind Caleb Williams. It was Bo Nix. He was right behind Caleb Williams, man. So as long as Bo Nix ain't got to go against the SEC, he good. Like he run up against them SEC boys, he total debacle, as you saw when they played Georgia in week one. Georgia destroyed them. Right. There's something about the SEC teams, man. Bo Nix can't. He just can't. He ain't ready for that SEC defense. But anybody else, yeah, he can do damage. I ain't see them on. You know what? I was looking on the ticket. I ain't even see Oregon on the ticket. I know they play week one, but I ain't even see them though. They must be playing some. They must be playing some scrub nobody's for real because they ain't even, I ain't see them on the ticket. They got to be playing like Division 2 school or something. NFL is right around the corner. Make sure you get with me on my NFL Week 1 locks. It's right around the corner, man. Right around the corner. I'm gonna say it's 2 weeks away. NFL 2 weeks away. Week 1 will be here fast, real fast. And make sure you hit me up so you can get these winners, man. Oh, they're playing Portland State. Yeah, they're going. Yeah, that's why they ain't put them on the ticket because they probably didn't have a spread for that game. They're gonna kill Portland State. They're gonna kill Portland State. The spread part was the spread part was so big. They was like, nah, we ain't even gonna put that on the we ain't even gonna put that on the schedule because they probably would have been giving Portland State like 55 points or some shit like that. But yeah, man, we less than 24 hours for college football. We got Major League Baseball tonight. We got real good action in Major League Baseball tonight. We got a full slate tonight in baseball. I got a couple of I got a couple of dogs that I like today in baseball. So I was looking at the LA Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. I love the over in that game. I love the over. And you know what? I like Boston, man. While everybody else like the Dodgers, I like Boston as a home dog. I think you can get them right now at like plus 115 on the money line. I love the over in that Boston game. It's set at 10. I love the over, and I like Boston. Boston's still alive for a playoff hunt. They still alive. They still alive. So I like them today. I love Boston, and I like the over in that game. We got we got Texas versus Minnesota. That's tonight. That's gonna be a good one. Oh, ATL versus the Giants tonight. That's the nightcap. That's the last game on the board. Atlanta and San Francisco. I got to play in that. I got to play in the Texas and Minnesota. I got to play in the Cardinals and the Phillies, and I got to play for the Reds and the Diamondbacks. If you want plays, just hit me up. Just hit me up. Twitter, Instagram. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You want to do business? Hit me up, man. Cash App, PayPal, and let's go to work. The only thing I hate about baseball is the games don't start to 6:40, man. That's the I don't like that 6:40 start time on a Friday. I wish the game started at 12 o'clock on Fridays, man. Like, it should have went from 12 all the way until, you know, into the night. The 6:40 shit on a Friday, man. That's the only thing I don't like about baseball is they scheduling, man. Like, you might get 3 days where games start at 12 o'clock, and then the other 4 days, 6:40, 6:40, 6:40, 6:40. But yeah, man, those are my locks for week 0 and week 1. Make sure you hit me up for more plays. Y'all have a great day, man.